Howdy, y'all. It's another Maharaj video. I am that. Um, this is chapter 11 Awareness and Consciousness. This one was very short, only a few pages. In the beginning, the questioner is just asking Maharaj about sleep. Well, what do you do when asleep? Um, and just then kind of using that as a to talk about consciousness and versus awareness. Um, it sets up all for I think a couple of very interesting quotes that Maharaj says. I'm just gonna read them. They're just and yeah, because they're very powerful quotes. I think awareness is primordial. It is the original state, beginningless, endless, uncaused, unsupported, without parts, without change. Consciousness is on contact, a reflection against a surface, a state of duality. There can be no consciousness without awareness, but there can be awareness without consciousness, as in deep sleep. Awareness is absolute. Consciousness is relative to its content. Consciousness is always of something. Consciousness is partial and changeful. Awareness is total and changeless, calm and silent, and it is the common matrix of every experience. I think that's a very I just like that quote a lot. I think that's one of my favorite quotes so far in this one. It's funny, despite how short this chapter is. Um, this this quote is just a very good one. I like that one a lot. Just separating out consciousness and awareness, and especially that last part, and it is the common matrix of every experience. Like that is very true, right? Like without awareness, um really it's hard to experience something without really being aware of it, you know what I mean? Like on some level you are probably aware of something. That's when you're aware of something when you're experiencing it, even if it's like just a unconscious sort of level, you know, like just like something in the background type of deal that you're not really focusing on, but you're still kind of aware of, like that's happening in the background. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's a very interesting concept. The last part here, I also want to share. Maharaj, his response to his questioner, he says, "Since reality is all the time with us, what does self-realization consist of?" That's a very interesting question. Maharaj has a very good response here. Realization is but the opposite of ignorance. To take the world as real and oneself as unreal is ignorance, the cause of sorrow. To know the self as the only reality and all else as temporal and transcendent is freedom, peace, and joy. It is all very simple. Instead of seeing things as imagined, learn to see them as they are. When you can see everything as it is, you will also see yourself as you are. It is like cleansing a mirror. The same mirror that shows you the world as it is will also show you your own face. The thought, I am, is the polishing cloth. Use it. And it's cool, yeah, because he mentions, yeah, I am. That's the title of the book. But yeah, no, that's a very, I like that metaphor too. Like the idea of like, that's like the of what and like of what this whole book is as an exercise almost. It's like it is, taking the cloth, this, I am the book, it's taking the cloth and polishing off. I mean, he's not probably referencing the book obviously, because it was the thought of this, this is just a series of conversations that later on were made into a book. But I think it kind of works on that level too. um but yeah, definitely even just the thought of I am is the polishing, you know, this mirror that can show us, that can liberate us in a way. Um, But anyways, I think enough of that. Like I said, this is a very short chapter, and those were just a couple of the points that I thought were really good from it. So, hope you all have a good one. Peace.